At what point did you find out that she was cheating on you?
I found out she was cheating on me when I got out the military. She was cheating on me with a white guy.
So she was already pregnant at that point?
She was already cheating at that point. So my son was...
So wait, how do you know that your sons are yours?
I had fought over her. Went to jail over her.
What?
Yep.
With who, the guy?
Yep.
The white guy?
Yep, not him, another guy.
Why'd you hit this guy? Why'd you get in a fight with this guy?
Because I caught her and him on the sofa.
Doing what?
They just sitting down. She asked to see his penis.
Oh my God! I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the Latina women are very beautiful, and black men love Latina women. From the Dominican Republic to Brazil to Colombia, and that's right, Puerto Rico. Black men love to date Latino women, especially because of their femininity and the way that they carry themselves. On the flip side, you already know the criticisms that black men have about black women and all of that, which is pushing a lot of the brothers over to try this new thing out. But there is an old saying, stop the show. Wherever you go, there you are. And sometimes it's not black women's fault if you are the one who's not being a man. Fast forward. Let's meet James. I recently found him on the Atlanta Street Interviews channel. Shout out to Marcus over there. He's a 38-year-old brother from the Atlanta area. He has 2 kids, and unfortunately, he's homeless. But a lot of his homelessness can be traced to the fact that he moved back to Atlanta to be with a Puerto Rican woman who simply did not respect him.
So you was about 20 when you had your first kid. How long had y'all been together prior to that?
About a year and a half.
Okay, so y'all have been together for about a year.
Yes.
Or so, and then you had your first kid.
Yes.
Okay, and then you had a second kid shortly thereafter. Okay.
Yep.
At what point did you find out that she was cheating on you?
I found out she was cheating on me when I got out the military. She was cheating on me with a white guy.
How old were you when you got out the military?
In my early 20s, I don't know the exact
So this was
age.
Shortly after you had the kids type deal?
Yeah, shortly. I got out the military before I had my first son. I was general.
Wait, before you had your first son?
Yep, we was just dating, and I left Conyers to go to Texas, San Antonio, Lackland, and I came back. I was on a general leave.
So she was already pregnant at that point?
She was already cheating at that point. So my son was...
Wait, how do you know that your sons are yours?
Because I had to get a DNA test years later. I always thought my first son was not mine until I got a DNA test in 2016.
Wow.
My family told me I need to get a DNA test, and it came back 99.99.
99.9.
Yeah.
So, at a certain point in time, he didn't even believe the kids were his. She was cheating, even with white guys, right? She was doing her thing. But the question was, why did he even stay with her? Now listen, this is a man who was basically being cheated on by a woman with another man, and he stayed with her all because the booty clapping sounds was good. He actually admitted in the video, he came from a very, religious environment. This happened while he was still young. He didn't have a lot of access to sex, so the first time he got some good stuff, he went crazy. But that's not all.
So she was cheating on you.
Yeah.
And so how did you find this out?
Oh, wow. Number one, she became bold and told me. And number two,
what? She told you? Oh, she just didn't like you at that point.
Yeah, she didn't like me.
And so what was number two?
And number two, the guy had told me, and I had kind of matured from the military. So
what made you leave the military?
I left the military on a whim to go to Conyers to see her. I left Martin Luther King birthday weekend, and my flight was only for the weekend.
Right.
And I ended up staying 30 days in Conyers with her, and I got generally discharged.
Why did you stay?
Can I be frank?
Yes.
It was good.
So them cookies hitting, huh? Say them cookies.
Yeah,
that's that extra sugar cookie.
Yeah, and I grew up in a strict household, so I wasn't used to just having sex.
So
like
you was
that.
tender dick.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. You was tender dick.
That's
like
what
you ain't like, as soon as you got your first piece of good cuckoo,
Yo, tattoo, ring, everything, kids, married.
Because I mean, I'm sure it was good, but it could have been
really,
that good.
It was that.
It was that good. I was about to
say.
say, because if you was not that experienced, you know.
Yeah. Now that I had that experience, I have had better. But that first, she made your mind. She blew your mind, baby. Yeah.
He went to jail over her. All right. Now, also, here's where he made the mistake.
And I had fought over her. Went to jail over her.
What?
Yep.
With who? The guy?
Yep.
The white guy?
Yep. Not him. Another guy.
Why'd you hit this guy? Why'd you get in a fight with this
Because
guy?
I caught her and him on the sofa.
Doing what?
They just sitting down. She asked to see his penis. And I knocked on the door. And he opened the door. As soon as he opened the door, I swung. He shut the door. Police were called and rocked there. Got locked up.
Why did you stay?
Love can make you do some crazy
Oh,
things.
man.
So first of all, he moved from his family in with her family. Okay. Now I'm just going to be honest. This is not being a man. And we got to talk about this because so many times, and in the black community, when black men, we have talking points of what's going on with black women in the black community. And then we don't look at ourselves and we take those same problems to another group. Then you get just as disrespected as you do in your own community. How many horror stories have we heard of dudes simping in Colombia? How many horror stories have we heard of dudes simping in Brazil? How many horror stories have we heard of dudes simping in Thailand? And definitely dudes simping on the continent of Africa. But at the same time, it's always angry music. Oh, I can't deal with them black women's. Them black women's out there, they too much. They lie, they steal. Them black women's. Not everything is them black women's. A lot of the problems a lot of black men face are black men. You know what I'm saying? First of all, when you are dealing with somebody in your community, you still need to be on point. That's still your job. But when you take your ass to someplace else, and that could even be in America, if you're dealing with a white woman in America as a black man, you need to be at the same level as a white man or better. That means you're providing your own point. She shouldn't take no loss dealing with you. If you're going to deal with the Puerto Rican lady, she shouldn't take a loss dealing with you. And so you got to understand, because you are black, you don't get a pass. A lot of black men feel like they're going to get a pass when they deal with chicks. Now, that might happen with certain white women. They might give a brother a pass, because they're infatuated with him and you're a black guy. But typically that's not the case. Typically, you have to come in and beat somebody who is of their own community. I can tell you right now, I live in Uganda, okay? And I'm in between Uganda, Kenya, places like that. If I'm to date a lady from this community or in these countries, I can't come in doing the same thing or less than the dudes of those communities. If I do, I'm gonna automatically lose the respect of that woman, and then she gonna start doing whatever she feel like doing, telling me about it to my face because she don't respect me. All right. And if once black men understand that the gas pedal don't stop because you're dating somebody from another community, no, the gas pedal needs to be on, because you're going to be heavily scrutinized. And the last thing that you want to do is, as a black man, is go over to the Brazilian community, the DR community, and the Puerto Rican community, and then you didn't do what you're supposed to do. Meanwhile, and this is what I always notice, black men tend to put up with more stuff from women outside the community than they do with women inside of the community. Now, you heard what he said. She was cheating, but it was good. He found her with the white guy. So again, why are you not leaving her? And this is another thing that a lot of black men don't realize. Okay, so you have to come to the table with doing the most. What do they have to do? And I'm talking about intercultural dating or interracial dating. Like I said, I live here on the continent of Africa, and I can tell you, me having my studio here in Uganda, listen, they always expect me to do top-notch work. I need to be doing excellent things, okay? This is what they expect. You're an American, right? You're a black American man. You need to be, the standard is already high for you. Wherever you're dealing in America, you're someplace else, your standard is so high. But now the question is, what standard do they have to reach? And so many men, we just accept, oh, well, you beautiful. Oh, well, you're fine. Oh, well, you're young. Okay, then you can get that, and then you'll end up in the same situation that this brother got in. You'll be getting cheated on. Women will be using your money and then using your money to give to somebody else. Storytime music. Hey, I'm gonna tell you a story, okay? I knew this guy who loved this chick, right? This is a white dude, okay? Now this is supposed to be the cream of the crop. He ended up with this chick over here. He's from Germany. Somehow she was giving her like $100,000, something like that. Money she never seen before. That woman scammed this dude to like $3 million. Okay. He tried to put the lady in jail. She stayed in jail. She stayed in jail and kept all that dude's money. And she spent all that guy's money. Now he nor her don't have it. Why? Because he just was dealing with her because she was beautiful. She ended up spending it on young dudes too that didn't have anything. So that can also be you. You gotta step your game up. A lot of black men gotta understand that it's not about just dating black women or dating white women or just reducing your things to that. It's about stepping your entire game up so you can deal with whoever you feel like doing and make them respect you. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shirley Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.